All right, so the second drill is a rear to front drill. This is rear to front. It's also a rounded position. Typically rounded is not a trapping position, and that's because when you have all this open area, it's hard to cross over. So the switch itself is what crosses the person, and the escape is by the defender switching back to rounded. You do not want to end up squared in this case because your arms will end up crossed. And I'll demonstrate that as we go through it slowly. So it's that rear, parry, front strike, and that matches exactly the way the feet are. And this hand is shifting out. You can do it with the hand this way or this way, it won't matter, as long as you're throwing that punch straight in this case. So rear parry, straight punch. So this is the drill. We'll get started again. And like the front to rear bridging drill, I'm going to talk through what I'm doing so you can follow one side of this. Realistically, if you pay attention to it, the defender is doing the opposite of what I'm doing. So I am going to parry, punch, parry, punch, parry, punch, parry, punch. Now the way I'm going to make this switch is my punch is going to go out there, but then I'm very quickly going to take that, turn it over, and cross down. That's going to be my initial trap. So we'll go through that part again. Parry, punch, parry, punch, parry, punch. And when I do it, don't move this time. I'm going to punch. She's going to parry. Go ahead, parry. That's when I'm going to shift, quickly switch and strike. This position is crossed. That is my trap. Also by pulling, that's my trap, because if the person's off balance, they're trapped. It's not always about the hands being crossed. Then I make my strike, and I've made my successful entry. Now going back to rear to front again, how do we make that work, and how do we make the other person prevent it? Well, rounded is the position we want to be in. So I am going rear to front, and I'm going to do parry, punch, parry, punch, parry, parry, punch. That's the switch. Now from here, notice the position. So by making that change, she just switched from squared to rounded. Then she's going to parry, and now we're on the opposite side. That is how you switch from left to right. Parry, punch, parry, punch, parry, punch. All right, again, parry, parry, punch. I'm putting a little bit of force in that when I really get comfortable with it, because if I do it too passively, if I just do this lightly, the person doesn't read the reason to respond. So what I'm looking to do is really create a good pull, making it uncomfortable for the person. They're realizing the position's bad, so that's when the feet change and they get to the outside on the other side. And that is rear to front. Okay? So you're going to practice that rear to front drill just like before. You're going to work at the left side, you're going to work the right side, get comfortable on both of them, and then when you put it both together, one person should lead the exercise, meaning that they're going to make the changes, the other person's going to work on reacting to it. Then when you're both comfortable with that, then you will switch jobs, eventually taking turns doing it and then feeling when it's appropriate to move and when it's not appropriate to move. That is the rear to front, left to right trapping drill.